The biggest thing that holds people back from growing on YouTube isn't the algorithm, the gear, or the editing. It's not posting consistently. And I get it. Life gets in the way and it does get pretty hard. And it's easy to fall on track. But here's the thing, growing on YouTube isn't grinding yourself to burnout, but there are some key things that you can do in order to keep it simple. I've been posting 3 times a week for the past 5 months, and I still have a life. I still get to enjoy the things of life. Here are the things that I do in order to keep it simple and be able to post 3 times a week. So, the very first one is to keep it simple. In order to be able to post 3 times a week or even once a week for some people, it's not going to be trying to do the best edits possible. There are, and if you've been on YouTube for the last couple of months or even a year, you can see some channels that are very simple, this one included. I don't edit very much. It takes me less than half an hour to edit my videos, and some people edit even less than me. Some videos that I see online are unedited, and there are some people that have unedited videos that get up to 1 million views, and 1.51 I saw yesterday, and they have zero editing. So that's one of the things that you can do, is to keep your editing simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it, especially if you're not doing some vlog type style, which I'm not into. When I watch my videos, a lot of videos that I watch personally are some videos where they just sit down or stand up and just start talking. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm moving a bit more than most of the videos that I watch. But still, just keep it as simple as possible, especially if you're teaching somebody to do something, or if you want to build a personal brand. You don't have to go full on Mr. Beast, because AI is going to be very good at this. But instead, what I'm trying to do is to connect with my audience, with you guys, and just have my personality show through so that I can connect with you guys. The second thing that I do is just make it a top priority. You see, you can have YouTube as a hobby, and that's okay. But if you want to make a living on YouTube, just like I want to do, I think it's very important that you keep this as important as you can. You see, if I have the choice between having lunch or making a video go out, if that's like a choice I have to make, I will make the video and I'll eat later or not eat at all if I have to. It hasn't happened yet, and probably won't happen, but that's the top one priority. You see, I've been working out this morning, and I knew that when I come back, I have to edit the video, and I'm addicted to sports. I ride BMX since I was 14 years old, and I work out, still do, as much like 3 times a week. And there are some things that just get in the way, but this is the number one. Like, I can't live without sports, but if I have to miss out on sports and make a video, I'll make the video. So, you might have kids, you might have things that go on, and you might have a family, but it really needs to be a number one priority. And a lot of people won't understand that, especially, there's only like 3% of channels that ever get monetized. So if you want to monetize your channel, you have to be better than 97% of people. And better doesn't mean being super intelligent, being super smart, having a high IQ or anything. It's just prioritizing it. At least I think it is. So that's another thing that is important. But there's also some things that just will make you not post. For example, let's say that you meet up with certain friends, you go out and you have lunch, have tea, whatever it may be, have a drink. It doesn't really matter, but if you go out and you see those friends and you have a drink and you don't have any lights, just like me, I have to film during the day, and then you come back home and there's no light anymore, there's no daylight anymore, then you can't film your video. And if this happens, you have to make it a case of like filming a video before you go and see them, or instead of seeing them, if you have to make that choice, because you just can't do that. You need to remove everything that's going to take away from your time. Now, I'm not telling you that you should quit your job or anything. What I am telling you is, instead of watching Netflix, if you want to watch Netflix, just make a video and then you can watch Netflix. Make it a top priority and leave everything out until you've made that video and it's out for the week. It's just a priority thing. The next tip that I have for you is have a time that you can stick to. When you have a life in general, when you have a full-time job or not, or you have a family life, or you have certain activities, you might have kids, it can be very difficult for you to find some time where you can actually do this. But if you have a certain time, it's like when you start work at 8 or 9 or whatever, you have to be at work at that time. Well, YouTube is the same thing. If you manage to find a time slot, and it doesn't have to be long, it can be 1 hour a day, even less than that after, filming a couple of videos. If you find a specific time that you can film on a specific day, it's going to make life much easier because you know that at that time you can film. So this can be in the morning, it can be in the evening, but find a time where it's easier for you to film, depending on your circumstances, and then just film that video at that time, and people around you will know that at that time you just can't do. You don't have to tell them that you're filming YouTube. I know a lot of people don't really talk about this, like most of the people around me don't really know I have a channel, but just tell them that at that time you're not free ever, and that makes it simpler for you because you know that at that time you're going to film, but for them as well. And it makes it even easier for you because you know that they know at that time you can't do it. On Tuesdays at 5 p.m. you can't film. And if you do that, it's going to make it so much easier. And you get to find the time that works best for you. But I would say that if you film every day or every week at the same time, it's going to be so much easier. And so far on this channel, I've made over 88 videos, posting 3 times a week, and I've never missed a single time. So I've learned a ton of things in those 88 days, and if you want to see what I learned, make sure you watch this video because it really can help you out. With that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.